All right, now, ladies. It's time for some F&M streaming here on Friday night here in Oakville, Ontario with me, Mana Symbol. We're going to be playing a Jeskai Saheeli Cat combo list from the one and only Lawson Zandy. So, grabbing a few brews from my new friend, and this is one of the most competitive-ish looking ones, maybe. So, we are going to be playing Cat Combo again. Esper Cat Combo was a complete garbage fire yesterday, but hopefully pulling back to only 3 colors should be good here, as well as not playing Inquisition and Thoughtseize in such a hostile meta for them. So once again, we're playing the Infinite Combo with Saheeli Rai and Felidar Guardian, where we instantly kill our opponent with a infinite number of attacking kitty cats in the combat step. That is our goal for victory. And the backup plan that we are putting around this is sort of a Jeskai control shell with Mystic Sanctuary, there you go, Lightning Bolts, Path to Exiles, and we got some Remands, we got some Force of Negation here because lots of people like to be unfair in this format. One of the best cards in this version of the deck is Seasoned Pyromancer. Seasoned Pyromancer combos with both Saheeli as well as Teferi. You can get extra enter the battlefield triggers with this, you know, bare-chested, ripped-up Mamma Jamma, and generate a bunch of elemental tokens to aggro out your opponent a little bit. So we generally just seem to have a more stable, constructed deck for this format. We've got Omen in the Sea to dig the maximum depth into our deck. So this is sort of a really good setup spell if you want to play turn 3 combo piece, turn 4 combo piece. I definitely know that Jacob Kaminsky, who just started streaming again recently, as in like 5 minutes ago, not like he stopped streaming in general, was playing that in Blue Moon with the Emrakul through the Breach combo because it was really good at smoothing the way to the combo. So let's see if we can do some combo killing here in this modern queue. Shorak, already way up there on the trophy board. Same with Tunneling Cat and Insano. And we get to see some other new names up here for now. We'll see if we can join them in a moment. Deck looks gas. Yeah, it should be fun. Fun on a bun, baby. And then hopefully after this we will be finished early enough that we are able... Cosmic... Oh, that's Cosmic Chicken, not Cosmic Chicken. Yeah. I'll summon the great Cosmic Chicken. Alright, we're snapping this bad boy off. This is almost exactly what we want to see in our opening hand. We got an Astrolabe, we've got interaction, we got a Snowland, got everything, baby. Trigger. Draw a card. Go. We were polite to our opponent and we're still up on clock. That's how you know you're playing the good deck. If you don't know, now you know. Oh no. The Menace. The Brandy Menace. Okay, so we're going to use this Omen of the Sea next turn to potentially dig for Force of Negation, so we don't lose. We don't have to do that until they cast a spell, so let's see what they get up to here. Assuming this is Neo Shoal Brand, which should be considerably more popular in the next little while. It had really good finishes at the Modern Challenge and Modern Showcase Challenge. Okay, it looks like they're being a little bit conservative. Potentially worth noting, Teferi Time Raveler is not particularly effective against this deck. So, it's alright, but we're looking for this card right here. That's the card we want. And actually, we kind of want both of these. Let's go top the cat, put the negation on top of that. We draw that. We draw the cat. Cool. Good. And the question is, do I slam Saheeli here. I'm pretty sure I just played Teferi Time Raveler this turn. And possibly bounce my Labe. Astrolabe. And I will fully admit I'm a pretty lucky fellow to have the early... She makes a copy of an artifact or creature. So I could use her to copy Astrolabe, draw a card. I kind of want to do that. Because we've got the Force, we can pitch the Teferi. And then if we get the next land, we just get to kill them next turn. So that's probably the right place to be. Just Astrolabe, land, pass. Why? You win. Why? What? Yeah, but why not? Yeah, that's fine. We can play Saheeli this turn, copy Astrolabe, and draw a card. And then we still have the Force. And then if we draw land in the next, 3 cards? Then we can just win. And then post-board... Actually, let me resolve it. Post-board, we should have some good tools here. Yeah. Well, Mystical Dispute and Ashiok. Maybe even Blood Moon. Maybe. Okay, so, yeah, let's just cast Saheeli. And actually, at this point, drawing the card is as good as scrying 1 if we're just trying to hit a land. So maybe we're going to do that. The downside to this will be if they're playing some kind of main deck protection, but I still don't think they are. So basically the difference is draw 1 or scry 1 and deal 1 damage. It makes her more vulnerable, but I think we're okay with that. Trigger. Sick. FYI, I want to run a judge ruling past you, Alex. If someone mutates the legendary creature onto the same legendary creature, that was literally the phrasing of this question, nothing happens, correct? You have a creature with the same text box twice, essentially, that has 1 name, because that's how mutate works. So whichever one you put on top, it has that name, it has that creature type, it has those colors. So if you have 2 of the same legendary creature mutated like that, it's still just got 1 name, and it's got 2 copies of the same text box. Yeah, exactly. It's 1 permanent, it has 1 name. Yeah, exactly. Summoner's Pact resolves. So this means we win on the spot instead of having to wait. Oh, they got Wild Cantor. And then they have a Spirit Guide. So I wonder if they do have... they need green for... Yeah, they just scooped because they screwed up. Wait. Wild Cantor. Maybe they were hoping I would force something else. But they didn't even make me show them the Force, so I don't... Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there. That's fine. So they know what we are on, we know what they're on. Mystical Dispute, yes please. Nothing else here does anything in particular. Blood Moon locks them out of all of their lands. It's probably worth playing. It's essentially 3 mana win the game. So we can go out on Pyromancers. Probably trim on the... Oh, Lightning Bolt is useless. Or largely useless. Of limited use. That's the phrase I like. Of limited use. And then I think probably Teferi. Keep my blue count as high as possible. Question is, do we want like Monastery Mentor? Probably not. Yeah, it's 1 permanent. It has 1 name. It has 1 sort of set of qualities, which is based on what the top permanent is. And the way that they have them, I assume the way they're actually going to be printed is with that sort of grayed out space for mutate, so that if you put the mutate creature underneath, The only thing that sticks out is the relevant abilities. You keep the power, toughness, the creature type, the color, the name of the top creature. So it actually makes it fairly easy to process. The only thing you have to remember is that the cards underneath, even though you can see their power toughness, it doesn't matter. The only power toughness matters is on top. Max Gilmore of the Min Max podcast asked it on Twitter. I don't know if there's a legendary. Oh, there's a bunch of legendary creatures with mutate. Yeah, so if you put like a Snapdax on a Snapdax, they don't like legend rule. Okay, I think we're good here. The only question is, do I want to keep any of these Path to Exiles? There is a world in which they play an Allosaurus Rider without the combo that turn, and then we path it. I think I'll put in a Mentor over one of the Path to Exiles, and then if that's a flub, we'll be able to tell pretty quickly. If our opponent is clever, and I've seen clever opponents playing this deck, they will have Mystical Disputes and Veil of Summers in this post-board game. So they can take it slow, draw enough disruption, and then go off slower. We are snapping this hand off like nobody's business. Hopefully we'll be able to play Teferi. And in post-board, Teferi is actually a lot more effective. So I should have found a way to keep the 4th Teferi, because actually Teferi post-board is a big deal. I'm hoping that they just clench and rip it and try to get the turn 1 kill here, because we are prepared for it. And they didn't even make me show them Force of Negation last game, so they don't know if we have it or not, technically. They should assume. I will judge all why I made a giant mall for the apocalyptic wasteland. Nice. I feel like a regular-sized mall would probably do well, but sure. I think giant is a good size of mole. Well, you never seen a guy with a mole before? Eh? It's a great mole. It's not a small mole at all. Small mole at all. Ah, they passed. Passed the turn. Passed the turn. So we're going to play Island up here. I want them to think that I have Mystical Dispute ready to go. Even though I don't. You can get points against aggro decks like Infect, combo decks like this one. Sometimes by just holding up the correct mana to play interaction. They have to play around it a lot of the time, or you make them sort of get in their own head about what they think they do or don't have to play around. Very unlikely to see them try to combo here. Yeah, unless they head back up. We're going to play Flooded Strand here. I believe there is a Snow-Covered Plains in this deck. Hope Lawson built it correctly. He did. The reason I want a Snow-Covered Plains is in case we draw Blood Moon. We want to be ready for that. And then our Steam Vents turns into a mountain. Flooded Strand, so you could path if they resolved combo. Also that, sure. Yeah, I do have a path in my hand, yeah. And also we want to get the basic... well, yeah, I was saying I wanted to get the basic planes in case I draw Blood Moon, and it also will make sure that I can cast Path to Exile right now. Yeah, so if they punch through my Force of Negation here, then I want to be able to Path to Exile the Grizzlebrand after the earliest activation. Okay, they got Summoner's Pact, so this means the game is going to end after this turn, almost 100%. There are games in which after they combo, they can like pitch Double Guide, tap their 2 lands, and pay for the Summoner's Pact during their upkeep, but very uncommon for this deck. Other combo decks that are similar to this have been able to do that in the past, but this deck, much less likely. Green. Yep. Okay. So in order to beat us here, they have to have... There's no world in which they can beat what we have here. Cool. Omen of the Sea and Teferi each dig me. I've got more Omens than Teferi, so let's pitch the Omen. Should be game there. All we have to do is survive this turn, and I don't think they can possibly play through this at this point. If they had packed, they could go off there. Anyway, easy peasy 2-0 against Neobrand. 7-0 is my record. Just want to let the people know. Pitch Teferi. So the reason I didn't want to pitch Teferi is assuming that they could recover on their next upkeep. I want to resolve a Teferi because it means that even though they managed to make the game continue, they can't play any more interaction, right? Because in order to pay for that pack, they would have needed to like exile both the cards in their hand. So assuming we're getting to their next upkeep, they have a pack to pay for. They need 100% of the resources in their hand, which means they're going to have to draw up a new combo. Okay, this looks pretty good. It's a little land light, but it has some interaction, so I'm going to keep this. We've got Mana Leak, we've got Lightning Bolt. We've got a reasonable hand against the broader modern metagame here. And we've got Saheeli Cat, so there's a good chance that if they play something turn 1, something turn 2, okay, maybe what is it called? Titan Shift. Something that's going to play a creature turn 1, I hope. Yes. Ooh. Okay, actually our hand is pretty good against this deck, although this deck should be pretty good against us. Might be able to grind them out. I'm going to have to take a chunk of damage here. I'm going to go for Steam Vents on this, and then maybe Basic Planes on this if I have to Mana Leak next turn. But I want to bolt this. Yeah, I want to bolt this. Well, yeah, I want to bolt it. I take the same amount of damage either way, so if I leave it in play, it's a little... Get out of here, nerd. Shoot. Cool. Okay, now I do not want to get Basic Planes with this. I want to get Sacred Foundry, because I do need double red for the Seasoned Pyromancer. We're going to counter probably the first spell they play this turn. So this is the Burning Tree Emissary Bushwhacker aggro deck. So Hidden Herbalist is going to add green to their mana pool here. I can let this resolve and then counter the spell that's supposed to give them all haste. So let's see. If I counter this now, let's say they have Burning Tree Emissary plus a Bushwhacker in hand, so they get to do that next turn. So I let this one resolve, and then no matter what happens next turn, I think I let the first one resolve. If there's a second one, I'm going to counter that, a second dork that ETBs to create mana. But if this is immediately going to be... No, this can't be the Bushwhacker next. Okay, second Herbalists. Okay, I think I'm going to counter this one. No, there has to be a Burning Tree Emissary in the chain, right? Otherwise, they can't give it haste. Yeah. No, I think I'm going to shock my Sacred Foundry, but let this resolve. There's like no chance they don't jam here, I don't think. So we're going to let this resolve, give them the mana. Once they cast the Burning Tree Emissary, that's when we need to counter it. Jesus Christ. Alright, we're going to counter this one just because otherwise it's just way too much power and toughness on the battlefield. And I don't actually have an out right now. So, yeah. Wasn't expecting that many Herbalists. I was expecting the Burning Tree somewhere earlier in the chain. Okay, we are lucky. We're going to pitch Force and Cat here. No, Force and Saheeli. Because if our Pyromancer survives this turn, Pyromancer can get us another combo piece. So we're going to get some tokens going on. So we're pitching Saheeli Force, and if I draw a land in the next two, which is reasonably likely, then we can Cat next turn and flicker my Pyromancer and get more blockers and more resources in general. We got the land, cool, and we got the kitty cat. Omen of the Sea is going to turn into elementals, so we all good here. Okay, I'm just going to group block the Herbalists and leave my Pyromancer here. Should be a little suspicious for my opponent, but this means they have to hold up interaction through my turn if they want to deal with my Cat Flicker. So, is this Trampoline Boy? Yeah, sure. So we're taking 4, 5, 6. Sure, we'll go to 7. We're going to have more blockers, more toughness next turn, so... Sick value friendo. Light the world on fire. I mean, we kind of did. Yes. Slip slide. Skadoosh. Let's go on an adventure. Come on, let's go. Woo. Woo. This hand is fire. It's burning my fingers. It's actually not that good because I can't cast the 2 paths next turn. I'm a little light on white. But we could draw Astrolabe. Also just top deck Saheeli and win the game on the spot next turn, so they have to be pretty cautious with this kitten. Okay, this is going to be Burning Tree and then Whacker. Let's see what happened. How many things do you floop into play here? Goodness gracious. Okay. Squad is large. So am I taking 3 and going to... Whoa! Right, that doesn't have haste. Sweet. Alright, so we're going to take 0. I like it. Cat gets the bump. Hopefully we just top deck a Saheeli and make this easy. Either way, this has been a pretty neat game. Remand ain't not bad. They only have 1 red, so it is unlikely they kill us this turn. Unlikely. Still pretty likely, but unlikely. The amount of likely is Hopefully we get to brick wall another Atarkus command or something. Block. Okay, now we have to fire off the path. Get out of here, nerd. Boosh. We got 2 shots at a Saheeli here. Got a foil mountain? Neat. Green. Remand. I can cast it again, but that's just fine. Oh. Well, I guess we could be just at the same spot as last turn. We're locked in a loop. We're locked. It's a loop. A time loop. Oh, aye. A time loop. Okay, so if they want to push more damage than this, they needed to cast it there before they passed priority. They didn't. It is possible they were pumping me for information, trying to see if I had a removal spell. So they would pass the priority and then just be comfortable to crack in for 2. Pretty unlikely, but Dryad Arbor, sure. Wild Nicatl. They can replay that, but I kind of just want to cycle the Remand. Next turn, I'm going to take 3 with nothing else going on. Although I've got the path, so I'll take 1 next turn, or 2 is my choice. You play the cat? Yeah, sure. Now 1 card left in hand. Let's hope that's a good one. That's a good one. I'll take it. Their last card in hand could be a Tarkus command, so let's just nip this one in the bud right here. And then we can block the Dryad Arbor and path their Herbalists this turn, so likely to do that. Black. No effects. Tarkus command. It's going to put me to 1, but we are alive. Live and kicking so far. 0 cards in hand, so they could just have a burn spell, bolt. Plenty of delicious things they could have in their hand right here. Yep, that'll kill me. I think that means they had a bolt or something else for several turns there, and they were just holding on to it, which is fair. They didn't need to do anything silly. We played around that, I think, reasonably well. So we've got Anger of the Gods, which is great here. Timely Reinforcements, also very good. That's probably it. I guess we could play Blood Moon, because it locks them out of almost all our creatures. Yeah, that seems fine. Jace is not great here. Force of Negation, not great here. Remand, mostly not great here. Some of these might be better on the draw. This makes my curve look really chunky, though. Oh, Teferi's quite poor. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to do it like that. We really had like next to no resources to work with in that game. We were just ripping 1-for-1 removal spells, and they had slightly more burn. I think Remand is reasonable, especially if you Remand in their early turns. You could really set back their tempo. It's a tough one, though. We had a really good early game hand, and it wasn't even close. Well, no, sorry. It was very, very close. We could have top decked the Saheeli Rai at most points. Actually, I think they were holding on to that bolt so they could fizzle our combo, so maybe not. Probably not. I think they knew what they were up against once they saw the cat. On the plus side, this league is cooking along real quick. Real quick. Continue my undefeated record against Neobrand. But aggressive decks that play Lightning Bolt, I have a less stellar record against. We're going to keep this one. It's a little painful, but we get to get all basics. If we draw Blood Moon, it's pretty clear win. Our opponent's on 5 cards. That's phenomenal. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. So good. Let's go get blue. And blue, red, and white. A little bit of America. Baked in every cup. Yes, that's right. We're baking cups now. I'm not going to apologize for it. You want me to, but I'm not going to. Baked in every cup is a little bit of America. So the best thing they could do is land a 3/3 here. Chunky kitten. Ooh, Goblin Guide. I like drawing cards. Please. Arcum's Astrolabe. Womp womp. I guess I know what I'm doing with the next couple turns. We're going to be cantripping, baby. Cantripping the Light Fantastic. This is actually a really awkward draw. But it could smooth out okay. The problem in this kind of matchup is you need most of your mana every turn. So, yeah, I think we're going to remand that. They could be roying me, and they could have a second land, but they did mull to 5. There's a good chance they kept a mildly playable one-lander. So we're gonna treat it like they did that. Let's find out. Let's be a little Canadian and find out, huh? Let's do it, eh? Oh, why? Go get a Sacred Foundry. Jeez, this is gonna be. If we just get handled by 2 Goblin Guides, I'm gonna be a little upset. They got a Forest? Well, that doesn't cast Goblin Guide. Maybe they don't have a second red source that they can get. Oh, it's Catacombs. They could only get. Got it. They can only get the Stomping Grounds, and I bet they only have 1. Okay. There's gonna be a Goblin Guide next turn. We're about to draw Saheeli, which we're not going to play this turn into the charnel house that is this board state. Let's see if we can draw some removal of some kind. Draw. Okay. Wow deck. Wow deck. Funny joke. I guess I gotta play the last Astrolabe because if I don't, like, I could try to pretend like I have interaction here. I don't. So, goodness gracious. Okay. Plus side, we are thoroughly Blood Moon proof. All right, getting extra cards here. Next card is Saheeli Rai. Oh my god. All right, so I'm gonna have to take a new picture. Got it. Sure. Why not? Going to call it a portrait of despair. It's gonna look better with one of these lands in play, right? Yeah, I'm sure it will. Going lower on HP is super unfortunate. Don't get royed. Oh, we didn't, but it was close. It was a near thing, you know. Could have been quite the situation. Okay, we are annoyed and British, like all good annoyed people. So hopefully for their side they have some kind of combat trick and they just kill me. Did I not save it yet? Let's see. Pretty sure I spelled despair wrong, but it's fine. Yeah, that's what we did. We played Felidar, blink Labe, and then the next turn we can play Felidar and blink a land. Then we can have Remand up. Herbalists might be we're not uber dead, but if this is BTE and then Whacker. Oh, this is just Whacker. Yeah, so we're going to take 9 and just die. Exactly. Exacxies. Yeah. Oh, we can block one of the 3s and go to 1? Yeah, because Whacker doesn't give itself... Yeah. Wait. I have Cat combo next turn. Okay. We'll try. Okay. So they need a single point of damage? Okay. Yep. Yeah, we're taking 8. Going to 1. They know we have the combo. It doesn't make any sense for them to not have killed me there if they could. I guess the one reason they wouldn't is if they thought I had force, because I can't force on my turn. Okay. Do we win the game? Yeah, we won the game. Huh. We won at 1. Cool. Alright, on on the draw. No, I kept the remands. Good. I don't think I want any of this. Cool. We did it! We comboed them! Yeah, this is fine. Opponent kept their 7, so okay. Here we go. Let's combo them. Let's get the combo. We do have a Sacred Foundry in the deck, so that is going to be the first thing I fetch with Scalding Tarn. Never mind. Actually, are we still fetching Scalding Tarn? Not Scalding Tarn, Sacred Foundry. Pretty sure I'm fetching Sacred Foundry on turn 1. We're going to bolt the Narnum Renegade, but we'll see at what point. Is it worth passing the turn here at all? I don't think that it is it? Just kill it now? Because the only thing that could happen, I guess, if they combo off next turn, they could have a Wild Nacatl in the mix. Could they? No, they can't. They can't. Okay. So just kill this now. We're going to try to make it to turn 3 to anger them. So hopefully they don't have like one of their god draws. And we'll be okay here. Skadoosh. The real advantage to fetching a Sacred Foundry there over Steam Vents is that if you hold down W and you click on a land, it adds the mana of the color that is on the left. Steam Vents would add us blue, which would require an extra click, so that's not as efficient. So we'll just save the time, you know. Fetch the Sacred Foundry, fetch and shock that, you know. You got to save all your click time. You don't want to have any excess click time. That Mana Leak on top is phenomenal. It's great. It's great. Let's go. Let's get lucky. Let's keep winning. Let's win. You feel like winning? Let's go 5-0, baby. Let's do it. Opponent's still stuck on the one-lander. Second Goblin Guide. I don't need that much value in my life. Sorry. I like value, but it's a tad much. I'm just getting greedy at that point. Just seems greedy. Just seems greedy. Seasoned Pyromancer. Oof. I'm willing to shock for that. That's what I am. Opponent concedes. Nice deck. Goodness gracious. All right, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Whew. That was something. Alrighty. We camboed some folks. Camboed them right out. Did I get the right? Yes, I did. Ooh. Yeah. Colossified Kitty. Yeah, we're keeping this one. And it's gorgeous. Oh no. Oh, okay, good. Because I really need this lab. Oh. Elementals? Goblins. Ooh. Gross. Okay, the Goblin combo deck. Got it. Interesting. Yeah, we're 2-0 with Jeskai Saheeli Cat, Roy. We just beat Bushwhacker Grill. Game 2 we won at literally 1 life. Game 3 they went 1-drop Goblin Guide, 2-drop, or on the second turn also another Goblin Guide, no land, which I mana leaked, and then they revealed a Seasoned Pyromancer on top of my deck, and they scooped. Okay, so this gets a counter on it. I don't think I care. Now that can resolve. Vile. I'm gonna remand this. Remand or mana leak this. I'll always be able to counter it, so let's just remand it, draw a card. Roy is dead, he got Budweiser. Ooh, yikes. Sure, you got it. Play tapped Sacred Foundry. That's going to pop me out some Pyromancer tokens the next turn, plus we'll be able to hold up Path to Exile. So the combo in Combo Goblins is either Grumgully or Metallic Mimic, plus Skirk Prospector, plus Putrid Goblin. Because Putrid Goblin has Undying, so they can basically generate, not basically, they can generate infinite mana with that combination of cards. So Skirk Prospector, so any sack outlet plus Metallic Mimic and Putrid Goblin allows you to use that infinitely. And Skirk Prospector plus that combination. What the hell is this? Zergo? Ringleader. A Path the Mimic in response. I don't want this being a 3/3 because we could get aggroed out of this game. This also kind of suggests one of the last cards in their hand is Unearth. They'll play that. They got Munitions Experts, and Putrid Goblin, Metallic Mimic. Okay, so they've got all the pieces they need to combo now. So we definitely need to hold up our Path to Exile next turn, which is what we set up to do. So we have to tap our mana ever so slightly carefully here. Seasoned Pyromancer. Aha. Okay, we're going to pitch one of our Guardians and probably the Remand. Yeah. Okay. Got multiple removal spells now, so they've got Aether Vial, they've got Aether Vial on 2, which is going to let them drop in the Putrid Goblin or the Metallic Mimic. So They can attempt to combo here. If they have another piece. They need another piece right now. They don't have a... Is this another ringleader? Murderous Red Cat. Sure. They don't have a sack outlet yet. So they cannot beat me yet. This is going to be able to pick off my Pyromancer, which is fine. I've got enough mana next turn that I can pop him out for tokens, so not fussed really at all. It's not. I just don't care. So they got 2/3 of the combo in hands. They can easily. Okay, what is this? Munitions expert. Right. Yeah. Okay. It's true. They get to quote blow me out here. Do I path their creature in response? Nah. Nah, we're good. Pretty sure I'm just going to play Felidar Guardian here and slip one of my lands. Seems good because then I could play Omen or double removal spell. So 3 mana 1/4 seems good, especially when they just spent their spent their removal spell that could kill this easily. I would not be surprised to see them keep this on 2. They put it up to 3. Interesting. Okay, so that probably means they have a Goblin Matron coming at some point. They don't reveal. Interesting. Sure. Before I block... What do I want to do here? If I draw Saheeli next turn, I could just combo them, so I'm not incentivized to do anything silly here. So let's just fire off a bolt at the ringleader. And we'll take 2. 2 is reasonable. They didn't swing with the munitions expert, so that tells me that they don't have something they can deal 3 in their hand. Maybe they have something they can deal 2 resolves. Okay, so the last card in their hand is Metallic Mimic, so we have all the information we need. So we just need to find our combo and win the game. Do I want to search first? Yes, let's do that. Just get anything that doesn't deal damage to me. Mountain. Oh, I can Mystic Sanctuary here? Yeah. Yeah, let's Sanctuary and get a Bolt back. Let's do that. Probably should have gotten Path. I guess I just hate giving my opponents value. Shouldn't hate it as much as I do, but okay. Let's find Saheeli. Fiery Islet, Lightning Bolt. So bottom, top. Draw the bolts. Pass the turn. They can't vial their Metallic Mimic right now, but I can't beat it with Mana Leak. They have enough mana now. I definitely should have gotten Path to Exile as my removal spell out of the yard there. Wow, go look at that body. Go look at that body. Okay, so we know exactly the last card in their hand, so we know they can't beat the cat, and that's why they're not attacking me. So let's sack and scry 2. We don't know any of these top, so we'll go bottom, bottom. Bottom. For anyone who likes their Defense of the Ancients references. So drop this guy into play. I've got Pyromancer to exile when I want, so really good shape here. We're both trying to draw to our combo, but I think we're in a better spot. So we've got 2 1-mana pieces of interaction. Whoa. Matron? What is this? If it's a munitions expert, our Guardian does anyway. I'm trying to figure out what this could be. I think we go Pyromancer. We're just going to block the Munitions Expert and kill it. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. What do you got, nerd? I ran out of my LMFAO track. Look at this kitten. He's so proud. He's so fluffy. So I know one of the cards in their hands. Let's just block the expert. See what happen. See what do. So Lord. Matrix. Bashalik Mons. Oof. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They can sack one goblin, deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's it. Okay. Yeah. So this means yeah. Okay. So they just can't sacrifice enough goblins this turn to kill me. We're at 9, and they can sacrifice another. They can sacrifice the Murderous Redcap, which will give them 1 trigger from Bashalik Mons, give them 2 goblins, and then the Redcap coming back into play will deal 1 damage to me, but that's not enough to kill me. What is up, Zanman? We on a 2-0 tear with this bad Mamma Jamma. Should have played this one first, just like I thoughts. Just like I thoughts. I will say though, I'm pretty sure black targeted discard spells are at a really rough place in this meta. I think that's what that league demonstrated. For 2 reasons. Maybe even 3 reasons. All right, what do you got? They didn't activate Bashalik Mons. Cool. So definitely before the end of my turn, I want to bolt this. And the reason I want to bolt it instead of pathing it is they can sack it in response anyway. So it doesn't matter if I bolt it or I path it. It's going to go to their graveyard. It's going to give them 2 goblin tokens, and no, I want to do it on their turn to tap them down on their turn, and the goblins won't have haste, or the goblins won't be able to attack. They'll still have Summoning Sickness, so I definitely want to do that on their turn. They've got an upkeep stop for some reason. I know the 1 card in their hands, so I have confusion. The Thunderhead that leads in the storm. What a badass. Munitions Expert has the greatest art, though. When dealing with goblins, if it isn't nailed down, it's headed your way. This is great art. Murderous Redcap is a pretty good art. Little 2-toed goblin. Beautiful little 2-toed guy. What a sweetie. Such a nice fella. Does having Seasoned Pyromancer change anything? No, it just means I'm going to pitch Bolt Mana Leak here. Oh, that's kind of crappy, huh? I think I have to wait until next turn to play the Seasoned Pyromancer. Because I can't leave Bashalik Mons in play, and I don't want to not have Path to Exile in case they draw combo. Maybe I'm playing a little too scared, but I think that's right. So I think we'll just wait a turn. So we're going to do the thing I was talking about. We're going to go end of turn here. And then on my opponent's upkeep, if they haven't sacked a goblin, we're going to bolt Bashalik Mons. Maybe they activate at end of turn? Cool. So they're going to sacrifice something at end of turn. Cool. And then in response to that, we're going to Bolt Pashalik Mons. So it will go to their graveyard. That's fine. Your persist trigger off of Putrid Goblin, and then pop out some tokens. So I'm going to take 1, 2. I'm going to have multiple 1/1s in play. So might have to start blocking with my kitten because we're pretty low. One card in hand is Metallic Mimic still, but they could draw something good here, so let's see what's up. We're going to block the Putrid Goblin and maybe proactively path the Murderous Red Cap. We might have to. Okay. So this goes sideways if the other card in their hand is Sling-Yang Lieutenant. Does it? So then they sack the red cap. If they have Sling-Yang, we're dead no matter what. So I think I just path the red cap. Okay, they didn't have it. Good. Excellent. Soon the goblins will fall. Maybe. We'll see. Could happen. Now listen here, goblins. It's not that I hate your kind. You're just so dirty. Alright, what do you got? Take 2. You got me. Nothing? Sick. Alright, they could still rip their... Oh, well... Win? I'd like to win. Would like to win. What if? Yeah, got him. Got him. My good friend Zanmian just went live. Okay, anger is a plus here, and rip. Rip. Probably... So Teferi's pretty weak. Maybe just all the Teferis? Force of Negation is also not great. Let's keep one more Teferi then. Unless... Yeah, that's probably worth it. I would kill Dragonface. Alright, so... Yeah. Gucci? Oh, timely. Timely seems good if we get into a fair game. Remand out. If I could cut more Remands, I probably would. I don't think I want Monastery Mentor here. It's possible it's better than one of the Remands. I think my curve is looking a little chonk. Let's see. Sort by converted mana cost. Nope, we good. Alright, let's do it. Yo. Zaman in the house. I love that guy. I freaking love him. Went through the Joker, the Emperor, Peter Griffin. We got a lot of voices coming against the goblins. I think they bring out the goof in me. I think I'm going to keep this hand. It's like not the best, but we have all the selection in the world, so unless their hand is blisteringly fast, we should be okay here. Okay. Oh, well. Yeah, I kind of goofed. Should have played the Fiery Islet here so that I could have the Bolt. We're going to have Remand, Omen, Bolt up next turn, but would have been better. Would have been a lot better. Take your time, folks. Don't lose to yourself. I don't think they ever had the combo last game. No, they would have had the combo if we didn't have a bunch of sick interaction. Okay. Zanman, as predicted, Goblin Combo and Neo Brand have been super popular this week. I've seen 2+ Goblin Combo and 7 Neo Brand in the last week, in the last 7 days. Something like that. Celestial Purge is also good to have here, depending on what they put on the stack. They don't currently have any way to sacrifice the Putrid Goblin, so I can just exile it with Celestial Purge. Okay, so this is going to be Goblin Matron. I'm going to let that resolve. They're probably going to look for a 2-drop. We'll see what they grab here. They have one of the correct arts for Goblin Matron. Anything old frame. There's always room for one more. Too stupid to survive. Too dumb to die. Grumgully the Generous. Okay, so they've got their combo. Okay, so we're just going to snap off the Purge here. Bolt is fine against Grumgully because he doesn't have Persist or anything like that. Woof. Okay. There's a chance I should Omen to try to hit a land here, but it has to be a red source. What are my... Okay, so I have 3 shots. Let's get rid of that. I have 3 shots here. 14 in the deck. It's unlikely we lose on the spot by doing that, but let's be a little safe, just a little bit. Okay, what do you got? EOT, Gablin, some kind of wonderful. Ooh, okay. So they just need the sack outlet. So Mimic means the Grumgully is going to come in as a 4/4. So we're going to bolt this in response. Their sack outlets are Skirk Prospector and Sling Gang Lieutenant and... Is there anything else? Oh, I could have remanded it, couldn't I? Yeah, I could have remanded that. But I don't really want to on this board. Yeah, we're going to bolt this in response. So what's about to come into play is likely Grumgully. What do you got, nerd? Okay. Getting beat up. I would love to draw a land. Any land. Untapped land. Not Mystic Sanctuary. Jeez. Oh my god, why? Okay, I guess we are not winning this game. Let's see. They have 6 power on the board anyway. Oof. Yeah, cool. Just dead. The nice thing about the Goblins deck as a combo deck versus what we have, similar to Devoted Druid, they can just get you dead that way. Maybe I want Blood Moon over Seasoned Pyromancer on the play. Does that make sense? Probably not. Let's take a Monastery Mentor and Remand and Mana Leak. Seems good. Cool. This is really good combo hand. No disruption, but really good combo hand. We could draw some of our much. We have much disruption. Opponent mulls to 6. Sweet. This gets our basic planes too, so we'll be able to be protected through our own Blood Moon. Listen to some of your Texas brothers here, Zanman. Pantera. Some brutal music, you know. Aether Vial, you'll love to see it. Just infinite tempo. All right, what do we got? Pyromancer. I guess I kind of want that. Yeah, it's better than playing Saheeli here, I guess. Crap, I need a red source. It means I'm going to have to shock for it. Whoops. Should just play the Fiery Islet. Astrolabe doesn't fix infinitely. Yeah, we got a shock. Shoot. We're just hoping we don't die to combo this turn. It's very much possible. Shoot. Yeah. No Skirk Prospector there is a good sign. Ooh, all right. Getting aggressive, huh? All right. So we just want to draw a Bolt or a Path to Exile. We got plenty of both. That's... So I don't need tokens here, so let's just pitch 2 lands. Sure. So Persist says it's going to enter the battlefield with a -1/-1 counter on it. So if I group block the Putrid Goblin, if they swing all out, let's say they swing all out, we're going to group block the Putrid Goblin. It's going to come back with a -1/-1 counter and 2 +1/+1 counters, which means it'll be a 3/3, and then we can anger next turn. So let's see if they walk into that. It's unlikely. They could also just have combo here and kill me, but the 1 mana up might deter them. We's hoping. Oh no. Don't kill me. This is Goblin Matron. We are toast. So Goblin Matron. depending on what they get here, we'll have Scark Prospector. Yeah, so they have infinite mana. So let's see what they do with it. Yep. Yep, so he just died. Cool. Died on turn 4. That's how it happens. Sometimes you modern, sometimes you get moderned. I don't think there was anything I could have tried to draw to harder. Pretty happy with my keep, so just got out moderned. Won the die roll. Ooh, okay, we're against Yorion. Oh, this is you. This is someone on the Faithless Brute Discord. I think. I'm gonna keep this. I have no idea what they're on other than Yorion. So they would have revealed, yeah, there it is. This new special area for a companion waiting to be cast. That's adorable. It's adorable. So Yorion Sky Nomad says, when it enters the battlefield, exile any number of other non-land permanents you own and control. Return those cards to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. So it's 3 blue or white for a 4/5. Neato. This is probably Aspiring Spike's 80 card. Ooh, no, it's not. Oh, I think this is 80 card Niv. We'll see. I didn't know what I wanted to cast there on turn 2, so I didn't fetch. I could have shocked there to try to represent something, but it's fine. If we have to shock this turn, probably getting Sacred Foundry. Okay, hopefully... No, they can't turn 2 Teferi with that. Good. Get Sacred Foundry? Yeah, because I need double red. And then after this point, we don't need to get anything in particular. Hello. There we go. Okay, we're going to discard Tarn Pyromancer here. Ooh, hello, friend. Nothing, huh? Okay. Okay, whatever they're playing, it's not going great. I think this has got to be Niv-Mizzet. They're 1 color off from casting it. I think I'm going to play Island. It's my 3rd island. We're just going to attack for 3. Because this way we have Omen and Force up for next turn. There's a good chance they could just hard cast Niv-Mizzet, which we can't Force of Negation, in which case we'd have to play Omen of the Sea and try to dig to one of my Remands or Mana Leak. Would be something. They could just play Yorion here, but I don't really care. Ooh, there's a cat. Meow. All right, let's see if we have a counter. We don't, but we do have a Saheeli in 5 mana. So let's go top resolves. Get get to draw a card for sure. So we need to play Saheeli or Cat this turn and hold up Path to Exile. I think what we can do. What in the hell? Oh, it's a Triome. Got you. It's the Abzan Triome. Cool. So we're going to path this at end of turn. And then on my turn, can play Cat and flicker my Omen. If we're going to do that, I can fetch Mystic Sanctuary first. Put the path back on top. So we put the path on top, play the Cat, flicker the Omen. Oh, I don't have another white. Shoot. I think I have to do it anyway. We do have Saheeli Force if we need it. See if we can. Ooh, okay. We'll go ahead and top both of those. Why not? Actually, I could have just gone top bottom, but we'll see. Hopefully, we don't have to pitch our Saheeli to our Force. We will see. It's going to be a scotch, unfortunate, because I just topped a path, so we know we're not drawing next turn. I could upkeep Omen of the Sea and then still cast a Saheeli, so let's stop on my upkeep. Okay. So Omen of the Sea also has 3 mana sack. Scry 2. It's Niv-Mizzet. I love it. Yeah, that's going to resolve. Saheeli Rai, Trophy, Dreadbore. Okay, so they have a trophy. And a trophy, my cat? Dreadbore, my cat. So I can force this, pitching my Saheeli. Try to pick up a Saheeli next turn. Can let it resolve. Saheeli start plussing. They have trophy. They have multiple other pieces of removal. It's a tough one. All right, I think I'm just gonna clench and try to combo here. We know one of the top two is not the combo, not the Saheeli we need, but she could be within the next two. It's not super likely, but so bottom, also bottom, trust it. Got him. Ding, ding, ding. Roy's gone. That was insanely lucky. Veto seems good. Dispute is good. Blood Moon good. Okay. Bolts beats Saheeli Cat combo. Teferi's good against their interaction. Ooh, this is a really hard sideboard. Dovins could be dead. It's mostly really good. Mystical Dispute beats their combo, beats the Niv, so probably worth keeping. Take out one Teferi. Let's go! Yeah, my company has given launching dates for the ships. Mine is going July 27th. So here's hoping the world has sorted itself out by then. I have no idea how I'm supposed to sideboard here. I guess Pyromancer goes out because of these things coming in. My. And then Mana Leak, probably not as good. Oops. Yeah, 1 Mana Leak and 1 Labe. So I'm taking out my double red, so the only thing that left with doubles is blue. Seen people side out Astrolabe before, mostly in Legacy. It's kind of a completely different format, but it is in a it's a rug painter, which is not playing Ponder Brainstorm. Florida's gonna be a graveyard. Oh, that's dark. Well, hopefully the rehearsal facility where I'm going is well maintained. Ooh, Yucks disconnected. Sure, they'll be back. Canada and Mexico divide the ashes of Florida. I don't think we want any part of Florida. I'm pretty sure all of Florida was built on a Indian burial ground. So it'll be a old white person burial ground. With a surprising number of Germans. I really mean that. There's a surprisingly large number of Germans in Florida for some reason. I went on an airboat ride, and the warnings were in English and German, not English and Spanish. It was very strange. Yorion, Sky Nomad, entered the companion area. Goodness gracious me. What are you going to do? Mulligan to 6 or keep these... We'll snap it off, baby. Double Teferi. Remand. You can't beat this hand. Unless they have a Teferi. We've got our own Teferi, so we're just going to play no interaction dot game. Unless they turn 2 Teferi. No Sprawl. Okay, that's really, really good for the home team. So I have second Flooded Strand. I don't want to fetch basic planes because that seems suspicious right off the bat. If you start fetching basic planes in a deck where your opponent is expecting you to be playing Mystic Sanctuary. If you're Hospitals and Ruins, yeah. Well. Cats and dogs living together. Things we want to watch out for out of the Niv-Mizzet deck are Unmoored Ego. Could definitely happen. A turn 2 Utopia Sprawl. That's awesome. Slowbee. Oh, there's a lot of haymakers against this deck, and that is one of them. Be surprised if that cruise ship exists. I'm not. I think the cruise ship will exist. I think someone will steal it and sail away. I mean, it's probably an ungodly amount of gasoline, but what is this? Another Sprawl. Ramping. Ramp it up. Ramp it up. All right, if we have double blue next turn, we can play Remand and Mystical Disputes. We're probably just going to sit with our Stoof. Because I have the Astrolabe, I could have grabbed Hallowed Fountain there and just trusted in Astrolabe to get me through the Blood Moon if we had to play it, but no Niv-Mizzet and no Brindle. Did they mulligan? They did mull to 6, and we're on the draw. Okay, well we're gonna keep rolling here. We keep hitting lands, so that's really good for the home team. At what point do I want to deploy a threat? Probably the first turn I can't hit a land drop, because then that's going to be the point where Snack. It doesn't really matter, huh? All right, results. You got it. Snow Snack. This build is whack out of my opponent. I will describe it as whack. They're very Blood Moon proof here, which is a little unfortunate. Just dance. Do, 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 just dance. Do, 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 just dance. Listen to some sick Lady Gaga over here on the Mana Symbol channel tonight. Ooh, shocking? No shock. Got it. Right. Ooh, cat. I think if I had one more land, I would want to jam this cat. But then I could say the same thing about most of the other cards here. I want to keep Remand and Mystical Dispute up after whatever I cast, which is maybe a tad conservative, but I think it's right. So let's pass the turn. Opponent's on 4 cards in hand. If we can stop them from resolving some big card advantage spell, Bring to Light, or Niv-Mizzet, we should be in the clear. Land. Well, that sucks. Okay, out of all the things in my hand, what is the best? Teferi? Probably Teferi. Let me bounce the Quaddle. If Teferi resolves, he cuts off Bring to Lights. Let's get it. Land? I think I'm going to Astrolabe. It takes me off of Remand, but I can combo next turn if I hit land. I need 6. Yeah. If I hit a land, I'll also have the Remand up. Come on. Damn it. You can diffuse their combo at least in multiple ways. They can't Bring to Light, so we have some level of security here. No, even if we draw the land next turn, we can combo. So if I dispute this, it taps them down. So let's have them tap down. Worst case scenario, we get to keep our Teferi, and we get to... Unless they're roying me. Maybe they're roying me. Results. So we get to resolve Ashiok or something. We could also just combo kill here. Shoot. So cat leaves me with 2 mana afterwards. Play Omen of the Sea. They have 6, so they could cat combo me this turn. There's no way I could stop that. So this comes down to, do I want to disrupt that? They already can't Bring to Light, so Ashiok is not that good. So probably we cast Jace and we Brainstorm and see if I can't take their Teferi off the table. Well, that's not particularly useful. Omen draws me up to 3 deep. Cat, reset Teferi, bounce Utopia. There's now we're cooking with propane, huh? All right, that's a good line. I didn't see that one. Thank you, Twitch chat. That competitive Twitch chat advantage, baby. Yeah, I gotta love it. Get out of here, nerd. Boosh. Well, could have been better. All right, kill me. I think that was the best line. I think you found the best one. Oh no, they're going to set it on the color they need. Ren 6. That kills my Teferi. which gets them. Okay. I gotta have a removal spell for my cat, I guess. Bounce the cat, sure. If they spend their mana, I can still go off this turn, so. And I can bolt their Teferi now, so not too bad. And they only have black, green, and white up, so they could Veil. And they can Assassin's Trophy. Finally drew a land. Sick. Get out of here, nerd. Boosh. Pew pew. Okay. I have Force of Negation up now. I think I want to play Ashiok here because then I have Force and Remand. And probably. If they trophy this turn, we're going to Remand it. I'm going to mill them. If they Veil me here, I don't really mind. Cool. And we have Saheeli Cat next turn, so you'll move. Ding 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 ding. Yu-Gi-Oh! I think we just let this resolve, right? Bolt it. No, we bolted their Teferi. Yeah, okay. So I can't force this right now, but I could Remand it and then force it on their turn. If they want a cat combo, it takes all their mana. Pretty sure Remanding this is big plays. And then if they have to trophy plus try to BTL, yeah, that's pretty good for me. More basics? No, I think I need more red. More red or more white, but one of the two. Remand. Skadoosh. Cool. Get out of here, nerd. Maybe they have a fetch land in hand, so this is preventing them from... Yeah, it means they would have to kill my Ashiok and then boil. Jesus. Yeah, that's horrifying. Please? They have no blue open. Sick. Okay, so they have Assassin's Trophy. So I can't cat combo. I can't play the full cat combo. I could just play Jace. I'm going to shock that, play Jace. They have Trophy, so we're going to use Jace for Brainstorm here. And if they blow their Trophy on Jace, I guess I'm pretty happy. I don't think I can afford to force this, so we're just going to take the big bump and advantage. If we draw Blood Moon here, it could be pretty great. Let's do that. Hey, look! It's the thing I talked about. So, force Saheeli. So, and we want to cast the Blood Moon, and then we can have Bolt or Path to Exile up. There's no lands in their graveyard. They have no way to put a land in their graveyard, so let's get this Blood Moon on the table. Seems pretty good. It's going to cut them off of white. They don't have any blue right now. So they only have black, green, red. Cool. Black, green, red. And then our Force of Negation should be fine. Not that I want to force pitching Saheeli, but... You can kill the Ren and 6, but it's not really worth it when they have Jund mana left. So I'm going to put Bolt Guardian on top. Can you feel it, opponent? The jaws closing in. Okay. Do we mill them? Nah. Can you feel it? It's coming for you. Try casting a boil again. Actually, if they have it, that's going to suck. But then again, there's no way that they have a way to protect it. So we'll pitch Saheeli if we have to. It'll suck, but hey. Sure. Crap, we just lost the Felidar Guardian off the top. I didn't think about that. It's fine. It's going to be great. We're going to be great. I'm going to cycle this Fiery Islet. Everything's going to be beautiful. It's going to be tremendous. Just the most. Okay. Still no fetch lands. Cool. That's a tad unfortunate, isn't it? So I could put my Saheeli down to 1 loyalty, but that seems like a really bad idea. So Blood Moon, yeah, I'll top that. They seemed pretty upset about the last one, so maybe they'll like this one. Maybe they'll like it when I give it to them this year. Huh? What do you think? Hopefully they do not. They can't Niv yet. They're missing white and blue, as I was mentioning earlier. So that's great. Ping my Ashiok, sure. I wonder if they have a Cuticle command in their hand. It could be. Could be. Alright. Blood Moon. Bloosh. That's no moon. Resolves, cool. Let's slip and slide an Astrolabe and draw a card. Wee! Oh. Hold on. Win? Yes! Boosh! Crushing the 5-color Niv there, baby! And we are 3-1. Alright, gonna take one more little break before the last match. I'll be back in 2 seconds. My hands are getting, palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy. All right. So we 2-0'd Niv-Mizzet there. Feeling good. Only loss was to Goblins. Goblin combo. Gombo, if I may. Got 40 minutes until the prelim. It's a tough Friday night for streaming, friends. People busy. People doing stuff. Idutra. Opponent mulled to 6. We too will mull. Boosh. Much better. I think I'm going to buy them one of these Saheeli Rais. I'm not sure. Saheeli Rai. Saheeli Rai. Alright, skadoosh. Ooh, no. It's gotta be Dredge, right? This always means Dredge. Sacred Foundry. Burn! Oh, God. Oh, God. They have so much interaction for my combo. Oh! Alright, we do have basic Mount Ann in the deck. So this will be the least damage taken for access to red. Spear, sure. Spike me. Do it. Spike me. Oh, alright, fine. Like Commander Keen. Geography Sporkle quizzes. What the hell's a Sporkle? There was Goatbot has some quizzes that I was checking out the other day. The Goatbot website. Yeah. Okay. So next turn, Teferi bounce the Swift Spear. Teferi's gonna eat it. Hopefully they suspend a Rift Bolt this turn. That would be biggest upside. We're taking one, so there's a good chance it's gonna be an Eidolon or nothing. Okay. It's good to tax their mana next turn, which is great. Boris Charm. Oh look, it's Boris. Boris Charm. Get out of here, you little scrub. There's a very, very small chance they don't just attack my Teferi down. So if I play Cat first, I can use it to slide a land and then play my Astrolabe. They can draw one extra card this turn, so with 4 cards in hand, they have to be able to deal 12 damage and or kill my Cat. Or do I Astrolabe first, and then I only have 5? No, I have to play the Cat this turn if I want to combo next turn. So. Alright. Okay. Boros Charm means we're very likely dead this turn. If they hit another land, maybe not. I'm trying to figure out what... I think we're supposed to block the Swift Spear. So I think if we don't, it's like 100% chance that we die. See what they do in main phase 1. But I think if we don't block the Swift Spear, it's approximately 100% chance that we die. So just sort of too bad we were on the draw. If we see them sack a Sunbaked Canyon here. Yeah, I think we have to block. I think there's a 0% chance we survive this turn if we don't block. But there's a chance that they'll snap off a burn spell on the Guardian, which is great. Sure, you got it. Sick? I will take it. bought myself a full turn. Okay, I don't have 3 islands. No, I was supposed to leave my land drop until after I did this, because if I draw 1 mana piece of interaction here, we'd be able to play it. Okay, we didn't do it, so huzzah. We're going to block again, I'm pretty sure. See, again, we'll see what they do in main phase 1. Allow a spike. Okay, so we're at 5. 1 card in hand. There's no card in their deck that can deal 5 damage. Plenty that can deal 2 or 3. I think I'm going to block. Yep. Okay. It's not bad. So I can reset my bolt. Yes. Play Pyromancer. Discard Saheeli and a land. Perfect. Play the Saheeli? No. I want to have the bolts. We'll let them keep their Swift Spear for now. As soon as they crack one of these Sunbaked Canyons, we're going to bolt it. So they can have 1 spell in hand, but they can't have 2. Begin combat. What? What? Nothing. Okay. Just brewed this up on stream. Oh, I'm feeling peckish. Post combat. Oh, is this the? Yeah, Garuda, Doom of Depths. Lassen, you may want to consider. Maybe you need that density of clones for the combo, but Chalice for 1 is even. So they played Sunbaked Canyon. What if Bolt? Oh, it's in the board. Sorry, I didn't. I completely checked out and didn't read the sideboard. I'm trying to play this match and not die. All right. It doesn't matter how many cards we just got. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna Saheeli copy my Pyromancer here. There's no way we could die this turn. Although I'm gonna do. I should have played it post combat. If they have Bolt, they can kill my Saheeli without me getting any value. Hopefully not. Okay, it doesn't look like it. I'm gonna copy my Pyromancer, draw 2. Oh, the copy has haste. God, I'm bad at this game. Yeah, it's all good. Never done this before. I've never done this before. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Draw. Force of Negation? Jeez! Come on. Exile tokens. Yep. So they got a bunch of draws and a bunch of burn spells to kill the bunch out of me. Bolt me. Sure, I'm at 2. What do you got? Good stuff? You got the good stuff? Eh? Yeah, dead. Right. 1 click. So, lost 2 cats early, and that makes that one hard. Playing against my good old nemesis Burn in the final go here feels apropos. I think I want Celestial Purge. It's not, doesn't, oh, timely, hell yeah. Okay. Passive bolts are good. Remand is less great. Italy, probably not so much. Force of Negation is okay. I just cut one Teferi and one. The reason Burn is your nemesis is because you play greedy decks. 110%. 110%. I would also say that there's likely a flaw with the way I play the game sometimes, which my approach is more relevant in games that are going to last more than 4 turns. And the other thing with Burn too is like, even if the game isn't over on turn 4, there's just a lot of the time where you're so low that you're never going to be able to dig yourself out of a hole. I'm shipping this with no white and no card draw. That's just as bad. Well, I guess we know how we got the 3-2. Okay, this is a hand I can keep. The bottom. Teferi and Force? Yeah. Okay. I think there was an interesting question on that turn, maybe, of am I supposed to play the Astrolabe or just hold up the red for bolt? Because if there's a Goblin Guide here, it's going to hit me for 2. Next turn I can kill it, but it hit me for 2. So, which way was it better for me to spend mana? Omen of the Sea. That's a good card to draw. I guess this way I get to let it trigger twice. So that's kind of good. I might let it hit me because there's a chance of an idol on this turn, and I really don't want to. Goodness gracious. Wow. Okay, so we want to draw one of those Anger of the Gods, is what you're saying. Trigger. Draw a card. Come on. There's a Saheeli on top, so do I Omen? I think I have to Omen and tuck the Saheeli. There's a land I can set it. Okay, so Saheeli on the bottom. Crap. I'm going to draw this Arid Mesa, but I need to land anyway. I mean, drew the land anyway. So I have to take one to Teferi here. Can reset one of their Goblin Guides. There's literally nothing more efficient I can do with this hand. And it's not... Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're pretty close to, like, deterministically dead, but let's play it out. At least it ended quickly. Draw a card. Well, and anything I could draw. So I'm going to go to 7 this turn. We're basically just dead. They have so many cards. That hand, the first hand was so good, except it didn't have any way to cast the spells it had in it. But even when I played Niv-Mizzet, which was like, good lord. Are we just dead this turn? Is that with this? So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Or sorry, that's not how you count. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we're dead. Cool. Turn 3 kill from my opponent. And all we did was deal 1 damage to ourselves? No, 2. Alright, cool. So we died on turn 3. Okay, so yeah, this was really good. Jeskai Saheeli Cat, probably the better version than Esper. It was super, super fun to be able to do all sorts of Seasoned Pyromancer tricks. I think I'm going to try to get my deck list together and play the prelim that starts in 25 minutes. Let me see. Yeah, any comments on this deck? 1 Mana League, 3 Remands is like a really weird mix, but I'm sure there's a good reason for it. Force of Negation is Very important in this meta. We got super lucky against the Neobrand deck where we found one early. You might want more copies of that in your sideboard. I don't know if the burn matchup is good enough here, but maybe that's just not on the radar enough. If it is, you can play Lightning Helix in the main or board. Depending on how aggressive the new meta is, there's a good chance you might want to play Lightning Helix in this deck. And having Mystic Sanctuary to reset it means like even a 2-of could end up being 6, 9, 12 life over a game because you can Mystic Sanctuary, reset Mystic Sanctuary with Felidar Guardian. So that's super neato. That's it for this one, but it was really, really neat. We had a really cool matchup against Yuck's Yu, playing for 5-color Niv-Mizzet, but he's playing like a really wacky build compared to how I know that deck with Yorion also. So I'm going to throw you guys over the Isle screen, and we'll see what we're up to.
Oh, and I have a Gyruda in my sideboard. What's up, Mana Symbol? Welcome back. We just picked up game 1 in this match. We're going to keep this hand because we need to go turn 1